Perfect. So I'm here with Brian Draper. We're going to be talking about his upcoming fight on Clan Wars this weekend, this Sunday in Dublin, back in Dublin for the show. So how are you? How are you feeling with it being fight week? What kind of is going on with you right now?
Feeling great. Thanks for asking. But so fight week. No, I still train. I trained this evening. 2 sessions yesterday, 2 sessions today. Had my last strength and conditioning, well, not strength, more conditioning session today, this afternoon, and then doing a striking class just there. And then tomorrow will probably be like the last hard push, and then it's going to be just tapering right off then till Sunday. So I'm excited for like Friday, Saturday when I start to feel fresh. You know what I mean? Get a good recovery room in and just relax. You know what I mean? And obviously we're not cutting weight at heavyweight, so get to refuel the body and stuff like that. Because even though like they'll eat like a good amount of food and stuff, you're not eating enough calories to I suppose to supplement what you're burning when you're training 2 hard MMA sessions a day. Do you know what I mean? You're burning a serious amount of calories, especially with the size of us. So your body is still breaking down, you know what I mean? So when I'm getting a bit of rest, getting the good food in, or a few ice baths, a few saunas, I'm going to feel good. I'm going to be really excited then.
And is that when all the excitement kicks in? You're just looking forward to, and when you're that close to the fight, and when, like, just say you get to the event, are you just itching just to, I want to get in there, I want to get in there?
Yeah, that's what I was even saying today to my brother. I was saying today to my brother, I was like, oh, I just wish it was today. Andy even yesterday morning, Andy was talking to me. He was like, oh, are you ready? Are you feeling good and all? I was like, I'm ready to go now. I was like, I'm ready to go right this second. Like, I would love nothing more than to have the fight now. You know what I mean? It's just like the waiting is the worst part. And you know what? Honestly, it's a blessing that I'm fighting on Clan Wars this one, because Clan Wars run their shows quite early. They start at like 2 p.m. That is unbelievable, man. The worst part about fighting is the waiting all day. And especially my last 2 fights have been like up like me. When one part was co-main, I didn't walk to the cage, I think, till like 9 o'clock that night. And then my last one against Johnny was like, I don't think I was in the cage till near enough 10 o'clock, man. It's like, it's the worst part, just waiting around all day. You're in your own head. You know what I mean? You're trying to reserve energy. You know what I mean? You're just thinking about it. Do you get me? And like, you can't, anyone that tells you that they're not constantly thinking about it, they're lying. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter how experienced you are. Like, I'm very experienced, not only in MMA and martial arts in general. And like, you're just constantly thinking about it. You can't not think about it. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So that's the worst part. But I'm excited, yeah. Like, I'm ready to go. Probably not right now, a bit. You know what I mean? I only finished training and stuff like that. But like today, every day I wake up, like the last week or so, I've been like, oh, I wish it was today.
I'd say that, and like that, like you were saying, when you're out the back, because you have to come early to get medicals and stuff like that done. So like, it's not as if you arrive to the venue late and then you fight. Like, you're literally there all.
No, well, I've sussed out. I'm not. Yeah, I'm a vet in this game, but at this point, yeah, like even in competition in general, screw that. I don't have a allowed course. I don't like the course. Screw all that, man. Wait, they tell you get to the venue at 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock, check in. You're not. Get the boat, man. I'm fighting. You think I'm gonna sit around there waiting all day? At the end, you show up. You get, like, for example, the last one, they wanted us at the venue for medicals at 4 o'clock, telling us that we can wait around and stuff, no problem. I went to the venue for about 4 to 4, made sure I was there early, got me medical done. Medical was done within 5-10 minutes. I bounced back to the hotel. Didn't leave the hotel till probably like 7:30, because I was due in the cage at 9:30. And just got there about 7:30, 8:15. Had a little chat to everybody. You know what I mean? All the cut team and all be there. You recognise familiar faces and stuff. Say hello to everybody, and then get the hands wrapped. Chill out for a half an hour. You know what I mean? And then you're starting to get warm. Like, that's the way I like to do it. So it won't be any different. But it's like, I'll be showing up. Did it get me met? I know how that warehouse worked. I cornered loads of lads over the last year at Cage Legacies and Premiers, FCs and all that. So I know what way it's set up. I know where the medics is, and I'll be going there for, like, if I'm due in the cage at like 4 or 5 o'clock, I'll be going there at about 2 o'clock, 2:30. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting around waiting. that's not my gig. I don't like that. It's at the end of the day, I'm fighting. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't have to sit around and wait all day. Like
Yeah,
that's just personal. That's not me being a diva. That's just because I don't like it. I don't like sitting there. It's the worst part about it is sitting waiting. You know what I mean? Like it's not nice.
yeah, and especially with other fighters around you, like I said, you can get into your own head. Whereas you go back to your
100%. Yeah,
you can
the
chill
energy
out.
is all over the place. You have people there that are nervous. You have people there that are excited. You have people that are winning, losing. It's all over the place. You know what I mean? It just no. It's just like I'm there for me. I'm there. I'll show up when I show up. I'm not gonna bleed and not show up. Do you get me? Like I'm not telling you that I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Like don't be worrying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's actually it's a close commute for you this time. It's your first time fighting back in Dublin since your debut back in 2017. How does it feel? Because
Yeah.
Clan Wars is someone you fought on, I want to say twice at least, maybe 3 times. How does it feel that Clan Wars have come to Dublin? Because usually, obviously, they're in Belfast. And how does it feel to be
Yeah. No, it's
in
great.
Dublin?
It's great. No, Belfast isn't too bad. Belfast is like, as I said, Clan Wars is good because they start the show early. So even when when I fought Dennis was my last one on Clan Wars. So like we left Dublin at about 9 o'clock. We got there for about 10:30, 11. Checked in, went for a bit of food. Like got back. So we were getting our medicals done at like 1:30. I think we were fighting. Me and Dennis for like the 6 or 7 fights. We were fighting at about 3 o'clock. Do you get me? 3:30. So that's not bad. You're up, you're there, you're busy, you're sort of doing everything, and then you're out. You know what I mean? Where like as I said, the other shows that are not starting till 6 and 7 p.m. You can't really do that. You sort of nearly have to stay the night before because you need somewhere to relax throughout the day. You don't want to be sitting in the car too much before the fight. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to be leaving Dublin at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're driving for 3-4 hours, then you're fighting 2 hours after that. That's not good either. You know what I mean? So fighting in Dublin, this is going to be great. I'm making the joke the whole camp. I've been saying like straight to Nando's after this. You know what I mean? Like Nando's, like every fight, man. But like since even Battlezone in Dublin, like that went on till all hours. We didn't get out there till probably 10, 11 o'clock. Nowhere's open to go over a nice bit of food. Like you know what I mean? Like so after this, gonna be probably out of the venue and all about 7 o'clock. Straight to Nando's. Be up.
Straight to Nando's. Well,
straight to Nando's, straight home. Then you know what I mean? Me on house. It's gonna be weird. I was only saying this to me. I was only saying this to my brother the other day. I was like, I was in DCA. I mean, I was in the ring like Craig Coakley, like that Adam Darby. You know what I mean? Like David McLaughlin, Donald, all these high level strikers. You're in the ring with them, and Colley's there, and we were milling around. Walk out mad hard. I was just like training. Like we do the morning session there, and I had to get back to the house. Like I had to bring my mask somewhere, and I literally left at the last second, and I left the gym at 11 o'clock, and I was back in my house and all for like 12 minutes past 11, and I was still in my sweaty gear and all, and I was just like, this is mad. I was like, I'm literally only been in a ring fighting, and now I'm standing in my kitchen. I was like, my master sitting there having a cup of tea. I'm like two different realities. I'm like, that's what it's gonna be like on fight night. I'm gonna be like in the cage, you know what I mean, doing the thing, and then I'm gonna be back in my gap in like an hour afterwards, just being sitting on the sofa going like, this is place mad. Not only have I been in the cage, like, so I don't know. I know that was a bit of a tangent there, but that's stuff that does be mad to me. It's stuff that other people don't really get. It's like people probably think, no, what's he blaming talking about? But I'm like, you only get it if you get it. You know? It's like it's two like it's two extremes, two different ends of the spectrum, like mental.
Yeah, it is obviously in aspects of life, and then also you've got to factor in most fights that you've gone for. Like there's maybe the hour or 2 or 3 hours before you even get home to your house, but to be able to transition straight from your fight to back home within about an hour is going to be, like I said, it's so surreal because you usually have a journey. You might stay up the night of a fight or something like that.
Yeah.
But to be back from one to the other so quickly is good. But how does it feel? Obviously, just to fight in Dublin alone, not even for that, because it's much easier for people to come and see you then.
Oh, 100%, 100%. That's what gonna have some good support there. Do you know what I mean? And the place is gonna be on wheels, and anyway, because they have a lot of good ticket sellers on the show, like Gary Rooney and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, so the place is gonna be packed, like regardless. And because it's such a small venue. I don't know. You've probably been there. Have you been to any shows in the warehouse yet?
I haven't been to the warehouse. I was there when they had the big top. I haven't. I've heard it's quite compact.
It's like the Coliseum type of vibe to it. It's like it's real, like it's like they fit a lot of people in it, but it's very compact, and like it's just like it's mental. Like you put 50 people in there with a good scrap on, and it sounds like there's 1,000 people in there. You know what I mean? So if they fit 500, 600 people in there on Sunday, it's gonna be mental. So yeah, it's good. It's gonna be very, very fun. Yeah, it's gonna be it's exciting, man. I don't know. I'm bleeding buzzing. You have me going here now. I'm gonna be up all night now.
Yeah, and like that, I think it was who was it? Was it Jess said it to me? The cut woman. She reckons that this is going to be one of the venues that for years will like the atmosphere and will just grow and grow. Something like the Devonish as well. You know, that sort of a vibe.
Yeah.
She says it's going to be. It's one of her kind of favorite places to go at the minute because of that.
Oh yeah, that's actually that's a good analogy there. Oh well, not analogy, whatever. It's a good comparison of the Devonish. Yeah, the Devonish is a good old spot. That's a mad place when the fights be on. Like it's just like it's like places like that sound like arenas. Do you know what I mean? Like it's nuts. Like especially when you're watching the fights back, like and you hear the crowds, and it's like you think that there was thousands of people in the place, but there's only a couple of like not a couple of hundred, probably 500 people in the place only. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's good for the atmosphere because there's nothing better than that. And look, anyone that's watched any of my fights, I'm never in the bar of fights. You know what I mean? Like, please God, you know, this fight you're going to be a bleeding shite boy. But now, I'm not in the habit of having boring fights. I win or lose, you know what I mean? Like they're always very, very entertaining fights, and that's why I'm excited as well about this venue because it's gonna be it's gonna be electric. You know what I mean? It's gonna be nuts. Like and especially with the people looking down, it's going to be so intimate. People are going to be right on top of us. Like they're going to hear the smacks. They're going to, you know what I mean? They're going to be good.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a fantastic show. And in regards to the actual fight, your opponent is coming in. What I like about this fight is you're both very well rounded. Have you looked into him much yourself, or do you just kind of focus on your game or what you want to do?
No, I do try definitely to focus on my game, but I'm also on the spectrum, I'd say, a little bit regarding, as in, I obsess about things like I want to know every single way he twitches. I want to see what way he moves. I want to know what he does when he moves off to his left. I want to know what he does when he does off to his right. I want to know where his hands go when he's moving back after throwing a combination. And like I've watched, and he's actually had quite quick fights. To be honest with you, like he has had quick fights. So there's not an awful lot of footage out there of him, but I've studied it. Like I've been watching it for months now. I actually haven't watched this fight probably in the last couple of weeks because I've done all that. I'm getting into this like under the zone, but like my body knows, my brain knows now. I don't give a shit now anymore. Where before, like, see how people say like they get nervous, like the day of the fight, they get nervous the week of the fight. Like I get nervous more far out from the fight when like I'm not in fight shape, like, and I'm not like ready to go. But as I start to approach the end of training camp or getting closer to the fight, when I know I'm fit, I know I'm in the position I need to be in. That's when my nerves like start to fade away, and I'm ready to go now. Do you know what I mean? So honestly, I don't know what he's gonna do because honestly, I believe that Johnny last time was gonna come out and wrestle with me. I honestly thought he was gonna come out and shoot for his life. I did not expect him to come out and stand. Do you know what I mean? The way he did. So I'm not gonna say I know what he's gonna do, but I guarantee he's not gonna bull rush me the way he's been bull rushing the other lads, anyways, because that'd be a very silly thing for him to do. And yeah. I think his team know that as well, you know, because I'm very friendly with the C-Mac lads. You know what I mean? They're all sound lads like them. I'm sure Rory's a sound bloke as well. Do you get me? It's just, but if he comes out and bull rushes me the way he's been trying to do to other lads, that's silly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they know what they can and can't do with you. I say they probably studied you yourself.
Exactly.
And like that, you said you're very friendly with them. You've been around the scene for quite a while, and that's one of the things that for me is you don't really see many heavyweights go 3 rounds. You're able to go the distance at a very hard pace at heavyweight.
Yeah. That's a testament to Team Rhino, yeah. Just the rounds you do in Team Rhino. You know. Yeah. Sorry, I cut across. I tell you,
I was just about done. Yeah, so like basically, like that's a lot of You've lost me now. I can't remember what I was going. No, yeah. So
you were saying that I can go hard, like I go hard, but like not a lot of heavyweights go hard for 3 rounds.
Yeah. What? Yeah. So basically, what is it that you're doing?
Well, as I said, I'm a bit of an obsessive person, and sometimes like the lads in the Rhino always wind me up and all, do you know what I mean? But like I do work hard. Like I don't believe there's many heavyweights that have the tank I have. And actually, I was only rolling yesterday with a few big lads. They came down. There was an open mat yesterday in Rhino, and like I'm so used to going with like the James Sheehan, Graham Sheehan, Adam Darby. Do you know what I mean? Like those boys, like welterweights, middleweights. Like I'm so used to going with them lads that when I go a heavyweight, man, it's like it's a completely different ballgame. It's like what the like I do almost forget how fit and how good I am from because I'm constantly going with these lads that like think about it like a shark. I'm a heavyweight. I'm 100 odd kilos. These boys are 90 odd kilos. I'm 110. Say they're like 90, 91. I'm keeping with their pace, but I'm dying off quicker than they're dying off. So I'm always like, oh, here, do you know what I mean? So I'm pushing myself harder. I'm doing more running. I'm doing more sprints. I'm doing extra cardio because I'm like, I want to get to their level. But then they get that they're a completely different weight class to me. So then when as I said yesterday, I was like rolling with a couple of heavyweight lads, a couple of purple belt lads coming down to the gym. And it's like, Jesus, after a minute, like they're bleeding, they're breathing out a hole. That's nothing against them. It's just I'm like it reminds me. It's like what the heck? Like I can push these boys, and I don't even be meaning it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and that's what they all say. They're like, you're so great and fit. Like I'm like, I don't know. It's just because I'm so used to going with the fitter lads, the lighter lads. You know what I mean? I'm so used to going with like Graham and James, and them boys are just cardio machines, man. Like genuinely, like they would break you, like they break you, and they smell that you're even slowing down a tiny bit in training, and they're on you like a hot snot, man. So it's like we had a session there last Thursday. I was doubting myself. I was sat in the gym for half an hour after stuff being like staring into space, being like, "What am I doing? What am I doing?" I was like, "I'm gonna get killed next week." Like that's what you're thinking to yourself. You're like, I'm not fit at all. Hell, what the fuck am I gonna do? But then it's like, you're like them sessions you're meant to be toured in. Do you know what I mean? You're meant to feel like that. Do you get me? So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I got a lot of rounds accumulated up. Like I think I was doing it out like nearly 10 fights, 3 rounds, most of them like that's 30 odd rounds, and then you're talking probably well over 10k one fight, a couple of stoppages in there. But again, my style is designed to break people. Do you get me? That's why a lot of people, I've been told since I'm younger that pro will suit me so well. The same way Solomon Simon's style sort of is. He chips away at people. Do you know what I mean? He had a lot of decision wins at amateur as well, but he's noticed with him, he's never lost third round really. And then you see him pro about halfway through the second round now, he's just killing people. People can't deal with him. That's what I feel it's like for me. It's I put around like the 7-8 minute mark of a fight, I really start taking over. You're watching that last fight with Johnny, like I've watched that fight probably 30, 40 times. That first round he comes out blazing hot. And it's like from like the end of the first right to the end of the third, I'm just building on him like a wave, man. And it's just like I run out of time. That's Nate Diaz, the famous Nate Diaz quote, isn't it? I never lost the fight, I just ran out of time.
I like that. I like that. But yeah. Like you, Solomon, this is someone I actually spoke about before, I think, especially with Ron, who I do MMA in depth with, because he trained with Solomon years ago. And he said Solomon just needs to turn pro because he's just going to start killing people at pro. It's too suited. Obviously, you've got the bigger cage as well and the time because Solomon's very good at positioning where he wants to get to, and it's hard to do that in 3-minute rounds. But obviously, it's good you notice that. And then you heavy elbows, heavy knees. Imagine what you could be doing with them.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, cause especially I'm like short for the heavy. Not like I'm 6'2". I'm listed at 6'3", but I've learned to let it go. You know what I mean? I'm 6'2" in bare feet. You get me? I'm not gonna keep claiming 6'3". So like I'm shorter than the heavier weights, especially against Rory. Like, so I think like the likes of elbows and stuff that's gonna play big into my game at professional, because when I'm holding guys against that fence, because I'm very wide of a very wide back. Do you know what I mean? Like you're pressing people into that cage, right? And I'm very fast, so I like bounce off, bang, smack. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like pro they'll suit me so much. And I'm very bouncy for a big bloke. I've a good fucking box jump, man. So I can box jump nearly blading 35 inches, no problem. Do you get me? Like, I spring up them flying knees. If you watch, when I won me heavyweight world title for K1, I caught a man with a flying knee to the mushroom halfway across the ring, man. It was just out of nowhere. I slipped and stung him with a right hand. And he wobbled back, and I just threw a flying knee at him, and it minced him. So I can't wait to be able to start throwing flying knees and spinning elbows and all that type of shit in the cage. That's fun. You know what I mean? That makes it a real fight, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I just love how excited you are just speaking about it, because I know when you do turn pro, this stuff is going to be coming, and obviously we're not going to be looking past your opponent. But I want to ask you, what's your plan?
Yeah, no, look, sorry.
Sorry, what's your plans for the year? Like, are you looking to go pro this year? Are you looking to have a couple of more amateur bouts, or what's the plan for the 2024?
Honestly, like I'm the quite an honest person. I'm not gonna bullshit. Yeah, like if I don't go out here, like genuinely, like if I don't do what I know I need to do in this fight, we'll see. You get me? It's like I'm not gonna kid myself. At the end of the day, I need to be able to unleash what I have inside. Like I can unleash it, but I need to be able to do it from the get go. I have to stop going out there. And I think honestly a big part of it is not being threatened enough. James Sheehan said it. I remember we were joking, saying that I messed with James saying, "Oh, I'm fighting on Cage Warriors," and James was like, "About time." And I was like, "Well, I wasn't expecting what you to say. Like, I thought you were gonna go, whoa, what are you doing? Like, what are you taking a pro fight for?" He's like, "No, I think you should." He was like, "I think you'd step up." He was like, "I think the higher level your opponent, the better you are." Like, and that's why I'm excited about this fight, because I know how good Rory is. Rory's naturally good. Rory's not one of these guys that you look at him and you're going to go, "Oh, he's really flashing, he's really slick striking, and he's really nice takedowns." Rory's like a winner. Do you get me? He's one of them type of blokes. Like, he's just athletic, and he has that will to win. Same with the likes of Dennis Perry. Dennis Perry isn't the most flashy bloke in the world, man. He's not like the best at anything, but he's really good at winning. He's good at, the same with Jordan O'Neill, another bloke. Like, I sparred Jordan recently, another bloke that's just that good at winning, man. Do you know what I mean? And like, I need to be fighting guys like that. I can't fight guys that in my mind, in the back of my mind, I'm going, they're nowhere near my level. You know what I mean? I need to fight guys where I'm like, ooh, he can sleep me. He can knock me clean out. He can break me. I need that, because that makes me dial in. I need to be extra focused. Do you get me? So that's what, like, I remember James Shane was saying that he was like, "I think you should go pro because you're going to step up." Same with Adam Darby. He was saying that it's going to make you step up. You know what I mean? You will rise to that occasion. So yeah. Like, I thought about the fight last year against Park. Like, I was very, very disappointed in that, because I was just like, I know I should have knocked him clean out. Now, Park is the soundest bloke ever, but like, I'm talking pure skill sets here. Like, I should have slept him. Like, that should have been nowhere near. Now, it wasn't close at all. Didn't land one glove on me, but I should have been able to finish that fight off, and I didn't. And that's what I want to do in this fight. I want a finish, man. I want to go out there, not for anyone else. I don't care if nobody sees it. I just want for myself to go, that's what I need. I need verification in my mind that I can put these guys away, that I know I can. You know what I mean? I have all the skills in the world, man. Like, genuinely, I've been doing this shit since I'm a kid. Like, literally since before I could barely walk, man. Like, I just need to go out there and put it on people, and that's why I'm just so excited. I've put so much work into me strength and conditioning. Like, I've no excuse with the cardio. Never really do have an excuse with cardio anyways, like, but my cardio is off the chains for this fight. Like, I know how fit I am. So I'm excited to just go out there and sprint for this, because that's where, as well, amateur is a sprint, man. Pro is more of a marathon, do you know what I mean? Where, like, you can chip away for them 15 minutes, but the 9 minutes is like, genuinely, in this camp, like, I've been sparring. Even last Friday, I was sparring Matthew O'Rourke. You know Matthew O'Rourke?
I do.
I was sparring Matty, and it was mad. Like, we were sparring, and like, we done 3 rounds, and I remember, like, the 4th round was over, and I felt like it was about a minute. And I actually was like, "That wasn't the clock, was it?" And he was like, "Yeah, it was." I was like, "How?" Like, do you get me? Like, that's how fit I am. I'm like, the clock is like going like that. You know what I mean? It's like the rounds don't feel like 3 minutes. Like, so that's what, in my mind, I'm like, I'm going for this. Like, this, the pedal to the metal. If I collapse in that cage, so be it. I don't give a bollocks. You know what I mean? At least I can say I didn't no one can say he didn't try. Do you get me? I don't care about collapse from exhaustion. I'm not taking backward steps in this fight. You know what I mean? Because that's what killed me in the last fight. Was the cage was tiny, which really paid dividends against me because I need that space to move. But I'm going forward. No going back in this fight. There's no need for him. When it's such a long guy like Rory, you can't have him keeping at the end of them long shots because you just won't get on off. You know, he'll make you look shit.
Yeah, no, 100%. I get that. And with the small cage, like I said, that kind of nullifies your style as well. That's why
Yeah.
I'm interested in Premier later in the year, back in that big cage and back in that outdoor arena that they have for June 29th.
I would have loved to be on that card, man. That got announced just after me and Rory accepted the fight. I was, that cage, man. I love that cage. Genuinely, I'm whatever. Like, I don't think anyone touches me in the cage that size. You don't get near me. You were there at that fight with Porrick.
Yeah.
Like, all respect to the world of Porrick. Like, you got a good win there in the weekend as well. I'm delighted for him and his wife too. Lovely people talking to him after the fight. Lovely people. Great bloke. But you saying that, you were there, man. Every punch missed. He couldn't land. I'm too fast for him. I'm not even, never mind the skill level, the speed level. I'm too quick for him. My reactions are too quick. My feet are too fast. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's not me even trying. That was me actually trying to stay in the pocket with him. But I just couldn't find the shot. You know what I mean? I think I found the shot at the start of the fight. In like the first 40 seconds, I dropped him, and I think after that he was like, he didn't want to stay at that distance. He was just marching towards me, trying to grab me. You know what I mean? The strength of him, he was unhuman strength, mental.
He's a big guy. I was talking to him there because, man, that guy is 45 years of age, and he's
unbelievable.
Out there chasing down beating the young lads. Still at 45.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
I was like, you're on this, like, you are. And then there was another guy who was 40 at that show fighting as well. I was like, this is like, just shows that age. If you want to do it, you can do it.
100%. It's all about your lifestyle, man. It's all about your lifestyle. It's what you're putting into your body. That's the big part of it. And genetics play into it as well. He had good genetics. You see the size of his hands, man.
Yeah, yeah.
The fourth, I remember he came out. And in fights you always remember like little snips, like little small things. I remember this, and I can remember still to this moment if I close my eyes, I can remember it. The first jab he threw, I was in, out, and he threw a big heavy jab, and I remember his glove came here. It just stopped at the front of my nose. I just pulled back, and I could hear the weight of it. And I remember thinking to myself, I said, don't get hit by that. That's what I was saying to myself. I was like, don't get hit by that, or that's going to wobble you. It was like the weight of his hands, like. And then I remember after we were having a chat, his hands, man, they were like double, my big me hands, man, they were double the thickness of mine. His fingers were double the length of mine. It was like, what the fuck, man? Mental. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it was a good fight, but like that, it's all about this weekend. I'm gonna let you go. I want to thank you so much for coming on. I can't wait to see you fight in person. I'm not gonna say 100%. I hope we're going to be there. But is there anything you want to say before you go, or anyone you want to shout out before you go?
I just want to shout out my team Rhino. Obviously DCA as well. Collie Matt and Craig Coakley, them boys. I've been working down there for the last 4 years now. On me striking, like they're like when I finished my kickboxing career, like my K1 career, I was obviously focused fully on MMA, and then I found them boys, and I just during lockdown in 2020, I remember it was mad. It was like exactly what I needed. Do you know what I mean? It was like they were, even though I never trained with them before, that was my style almost. Like I made up that style myself nearly, but like they have like a mastered version of that style, and that like it falls in. It just fits perfectly. And I just want to thank Team Rhino, thank Andy, thank all my teammates, thank Collie Martin, Craig Coakley, everyone. Alan Dunn, he's my physio, unbelievable fella. I broke my shoulder there in 2022. The first I was meant to fight Porrick, and doctors and surgeons telling me that I was going to be waiting 3 months for surgery because it was such a detailed surgery, and it was going to be obviously so expensive as well. And they were saying that it was going to be at least a 9-month rehabilitation before they even get back to being able to do any sort of training. Alan had me back in the cage in 7 months, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, like, just unbelievable. And then he looks after me strength and conditioning as well, because he's a strength and conditioning coach. So, yeah, just thank all them. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
and thank you for doing the Lord's work, looking after us all, getting us all on.
No, thank you all for coming on and giving me the platform I have to give back to you. But yeah, Alan, that story's mad. You were going to be out that long with the doctors, and he got you back.
Oh man, I probably wouldn't have come back to MMA. It was mad. I thought I was done. I was done. I was like, I think I was already like in my mind. I was with like the world was going mad. You know what I mean? Just after lockdown and all, I was like, everyone watching few conspiracy theories. The war's gonna bleed and end. Next one, I'd break my shoulder, and I was like, that's it. That's the sign. I'm done. You know what I mean? 7 months later, like August, September, right into April, like not even 7 months, probably like just done that. I was back in the cage, like,
wow,
and won. Do you know what I mean? Looked good as well, like.
That's mental. That it's just the hospital gives that opinion, and he can do that for you in 7 months. But anyways, on that note, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much, and I will see you hopefully this Sunday, and hopefully be